Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How you guys doing? Yeah, good morning. Good morning. How is work? How is family? Yes, good morning. Good morning. Please help me hit on the like button. Yes. I was just going about the street of social media and I saw this video. This very interesting video. Let us watch it. Let us watch it.
Do you remember that married woman that was sent out of NYC orientation camp for committing adultery? I am that woman and I'm here to tell you my story. This happened in 2022. In Ishel would always come to my hostel to just sit outside and talk. During our side, we're always sitting together. We're very close. Because of the kind of things he told me about himself, I have this soft spot for him. So anytime he wants to see me, I usually come out of my hostel to see him. One day, he asked me to date him. I politely turned this your wedding ring. He didn't really believe me. And so I tried to cut off communications with him. I stopped talking to him. I stopped being his. I didn't see it coming. It just hugged me. In the process of me trying to push him away, some other guys came and snapped us. They took pictures of us and videos of us. He left me, got up and went with them. That's when I realized that they were friends. I didn't know what to expect. I was confused at that point. A few hours later, into it, that was what gave me the strength to fight my case. My husband took a lawyer. We transferred our case to the Director General in Abuja and we opened the case. After I was disgraced, we got a good tech team that helped us to trace the authenticity of the video. Immediately they put these videos and pictures in. It showed 98% AI. The NYC officials apologized to me and I was asked to continue my service. The painful part of all of this was the guy that set me up was not punished satisfactorily. They only gave him. The point of the story is be careful who you receive gifts from, especially married women. Some people cannot handle rejection, so it's better not to even get yourself involved with friends of the opposite sex because most times it doesn't really end well. I'm so fortunate that I have a husband that believes in me and trusts me. Otherwise, my case would have been sorry.
You see, I've watched this video over and over and over again. And quite a number of things are not adding up. First and foremost, there's a way you carry yourself as a married man. There's a way you carry yourself as a married woman. There are that are meant for married women. There are outfits that are meant for married men. It is an NYSC orientation camp. I think it is just for 3 weeks. How come you met somebody and within 3 weeks, the person has become so comfortable around? First and foremost, you said you were not wearing your ring. Yes, you should have worn your ring, but I personally, I think it goes beyond wearing of rings. Please, you can drop your comments too. If you think my own angle is too strict or something. Because as a man, majority of men are naturally, the man is a hunter. This person you are a beautiful woman. This is a beautiful woman talking. And this person you are talking about is a single guy. Excuse me. I'm having some cold. Please pardon me. He's a single guy. you were not the only person on camp. You know, when it comes to NYC orientation camp, you have hundreds, if thousands at the orientation camp. How come this guy singled you out? You have, you know, the way the Nigerian factor now, some people would have faked their ages in order to fit into the requirements, 30-year age requirement guy for the NYSC program. So how come out of all the women, out of all the ladies in that camp, that guy, anywhere you went to, the guy was always following you? You noticed somebody was kind of stalking you. At that point, you did not report him to the necessary authorities. To the extent that he started paying for whatsoever it is you bought. Before I could have started paying for whatsoever it is you bought everywhere, first and foremost, I would have moved close to you. I would have said, excuse me, can I talk to you? Yes, as a gentleman, the guy would have taken permission. Can I talk to you? And then you would have given him attention. Yeah, go ahead, please. As a fellow copper. My name is so and so. You two would have told him your name. You guys would probably have exchanged numbers. And at that point, the guy would say, wow, fine. So he would have started. Then he would start paying for whatsoever it is. Don't tell me you were not enjoying all the payments he was doing. And that's where greed, the first thing I noticed there, greed comes in. Osho free, wanting FOC, free of charge, wanting free things. You were enjoying the groove. To the extent that you said he would normally come to your hostel. And you, as a married woman, you will normally go out. Are there no ladies there? You said you are somebody who is sociable, free. The way a lot of people don't understand that as soon as, not even as soon as you get married, as soon as you take somebody very seriously to be your committed, to be your fiancé, you are supposed to cut other people off, which is the male, the other male folks. Yes, maybe not cut them off totally, but you as an adult, as a female adult, you know the male folks that, because not every male that is around you wants your hand in marriage or wants to be intimate with you or wants to be close friends with you. You as an adult, as a female adult, you know people around you who are hunters. Because we say naturally a man is, no, not all persons who carry gun are hunters. Some are soldiers, some are police officers. So not every man who comes around you wants to date you. But you as a lady, as an adult, a female adult, you know. Because definitely you would have classmates, course-mates, maybe colleagues in the choir if you go to church, maybe colleagues at the office, and not every man wants to date you as a woman. So generally, you will know. And yes, if you are yet to be totally committed to a man at that point, yeah, you are allowed to have suitors around who are interested in you. Yes, you are. But as soon as you yourself, you've decided in your heart that this person, I think, is suitable for me to be a husband. Okay, let me give this person a chance. At that point, you should mark out every other man who has, how do I put it now? Who has who has sexual interest in you. Yes. And you know it. But you went ahead and you led this guy on. You allowed him to continue to pay. You allowed him to continue to pay for the things you bought. And the guy was already happy, daydreaming about you, coming around you. And whenever he came around you, apparently he didn't see any other male folk around you. So the guy was comfortable. More so, your choice of outfit. If you see a married woman, you will know. I'm not saying a man should be moved by a woman's, but definitely outfit speaks. Yes. An outfit is a form of expression. When somebody is still on the dating, when somebody is still in the dating market, there are ways they dress. Whether you are a Christian, whether you are a Muslim, whether you are an atheist, there are ways single people dress. You can't expect a man who is married, a married man, to sag his trousers. You can't expect a married man to start sagging. You think, what is wrong with this guy? A few months ago, you guys saw me on my earrings and you were complaining, why are you? I'm single. But you know, I did that for a particular reason. I've dropped it forever. But so all of a sudden, I started wearing my wedding ring again. Why? Because of ladies in my church. For now, I'm still married. We are still in courts trying to settle the whole thing. So for now, I'm still married. So and you know, for somebody like me who stands in front of a lot of people, who do what a lot of people like, so that somebody will not start having some funny ideas. Once they see it settles it. The ring aspect settles it. If a man now approaches you, in spite having seen even your wedding ring on your finger, then that one is a handshake beyond the elbow. But generally, you yourself said you were not wearing your ring. And the guy came close to you. He must have introduced himself and you were listening. For me, if a lady does not like you at all, there's a way they treat you. There's a way they act around you. If they don't want you around, there's a way they treat you. And you yourself as a man, you will know and you will simply excuse yourself. But you went ahead, you kept listening to him. You told him your name. And you must have given him, because you said he chatted you up later. You gave him your phone number, madam. You gave him your phone number. And you guys must have been chatting each other. Okay, when can I come and see you? When will you be free? I'll be there at so time. I'll be there at so time. And you left the guy to be daydreaming. And see, a lot of ladies do this because ladies enjoy the attention. They enjoy the attention. They enjoy the attention. They enjoy the attention. And you yourself, you deliberately dressed yourself up in such a way that, yes, guys, come and have a taste. I'm available. Your outfit was speaking available, available, available. So the guy wasn't. Let's listen to the video again.
Do you remember that married woman that was sent out of NYC orientation camp for committing adultery? I am that woman, and I'm here to tell you my story. This happened in 2022 in Isheomure local government, Ekiti State. I was posted to Ekiti State. In a matter of time, I started making friends. I am this kind of person that's very outgoing and love having friends, but
as a married woman, you started making friends. Official Blue Rice, good morning. How you doing? As a married woman, you started making friends. Even normally, as a normal human being, you are even supposed to carefully pick your friends. You don't just start making friends. As a married woman, you are supposed to look for married people like you, like yourself. Because if a woman or a man becomes a friend with a married woman, or a married man becomes a friend with a single man, or with a single man or a single lady, what do you guys want to be discussing? Except you become a kind of a mentor to that person. Outside that, what will a single person be? What kind of conversation will a single person be having with you? Ah, see that lady, see that babe, she fine. Ah, see that babe, she set. Oh, see that guy, he's cool. Ah, see that guy, 6 packs, broad-chested. That's what you guys would have been discussing. Even Bible says, evil communication corrupt good manners. The kind of conversations you guys will be having there will be conversation for single people. And the orientation camp is such a place. Under 30, you are supposed to be 30 and below. That's the official age for NYSC. So the level of the majority of the people you find there will be in their 20s who are yet to be married. So you are going to that kind of environment as a married woman unprepared. I don't believe you, man. I don't believe you. Don't let me say I don't believe you. I find it difficult to believe. I find it difficult to believe. You just wanted to mix up. You wanted to enjoy the atmosphere. You wanted to enjoy the environment. You know, while you are in the camp, you know, all kinds of jokes will be thrown, all kinds of songs will be sung, you know, that are meant for single guys. That are meant for single guys. Let's continue.
Male or female, I have learned my lessons. I met this guy in camp. Anywhere I am, I'll see him there. If I want to buy something, he's there paying for me. I tried a couple of times.
Anywhere you are seeing him there. If you want to buy something, he's paying for you. Madam, you jumped the story. You jumped the story. A lot of things happened between anywhere you are. You saw him there, and whenever you wanted to buy something, he paid for you. No. It doesn't. We are not babies. When you come online like this, in fact, why are you coming to spill this thing online? For me, you are trying to prove something to your husband, trying to prove your innocence. You had a role to play in this matter. You had a key role to play in this matter. You let the guy on. Anytime you saw somebody stalking you, and you did not report him to the authorities. Eventually, he was the one that even went to report you to the authorities. You saw somebody stalking you, yet you did not report him. And all of a sudden, miraculously, he started paying for whatever you bought. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Anywhere you are, you saw him there. Anywhere you were, you saw him there. Then all of a sudden, he started paying.
Insist on buying things. I didn't see the harm in it. He started opening up to me, telling me about his relationships. His intentions were to get close to me.
He insisted on buying things, and you found no harm in it. No be a show free, then they call that one. Liking free things. He insisted, let me pay. No, I insist. You say, I insist too. Don't buy it for me. I'm a married man. I'm a married woman. You should have told him right there. You knew that he didn't know because you were not wearing you were regularly not putting on your wedding ring. You should have made him know right there. Or probably while you were buying those things deliberately, you put a call through to your husband. Hello, honey. And I'm sure that even on some of those occasions, your husband might have called you and you would have bounced the call. So that the guy will not know. So that all the free things he kept buying will not for you will not stop. If on one of those occasions you are picked up, hello, honey, yeah, how you doing? Yeah, I just came here to buy some stuff. Okay, please, I will call you when I get to my bunk. All right, bye. I love you. That's enough. That's enough to scare that hunter away. Say, this one is unavailable. But in your own case, you made yourself very, 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 very available. You made yourself very, very, very available. Let's continue.
Always come to my hostel to just sit outside and talk. During our side, we're always sitting together. We're very close.
He will come to your hostel. You guys will start sitting down to talk. And while talking, you became very close. Come on. That was too close for comfort. Don't leave me. Madam, that was too close for comfort. A married woman. What if while you guys were very close, sitting down and talking, your husband just came to visit you and just walked in? Though they wouldn't have allowed him to walk into the camp, they would have probably sent somebody to go and call you or made the announcement from the Abuja speakers. You said you were both sitting down talking and you became very close. That means you were entertaining him. You were leading him on. You were entertaining him and you were leading him on. You guys became so close. He will regularly come to your hostel and you guys will sit down and start talking and start gisting. More so, what were you guys? You didn't tell us what you guys were gisting about. Definitely, you guys must have been gisting about things that single persons gist about. You now said
because of the kind of things he told me about himself, I have this soft spot for him. So anytime he wants to see me, I usually...
You said the other time. He said he started telling you about his relationships. And I'm sure he must have been telling you, this lady jilted me. That one did not did not allow me marry her. That one did not allow me date her. And you two have said, it's their loss. It's their loss. They lost a gentleman. They lost a generous man. And the guy would have been saying to himself, I don't catch better fish. I don't see wife. You never told him you belonged to somebody. Because you were enjoying all the freebies. You were enjoying all the goodies. Let us continue.
Come out of my hostel to see him. One day, he asked me to date him. I politely turned this guy down, told him I'm a married woman.
Within 3 weeks of meeting you at the orientation camp, he proposed to you. Madam, make it make sense. Guys, I'm not sure if it is me. Within 3 weeks of meeting you, this guy proposed to you. That was so fast. That was so fast. That was so fast. That was so fast. Within 3 weeks of meeting you, he proposed to you. NYC orientation camp is just for 3 weeks now. Within 3 weeks of meeting you, he proposed to you, madam. Sorry, I'm trying to pin my number so that in case anybody wants to call in. A man met you on the NYC orientation camp, and within 3 weeks of meeting you, he proposed to you. He didn't even allow the friendship to elongate because you were showing him the green light and you were leading him on. I want to believe so. A man will not make himself comfortable where he is not welcome. Madam, a man will not make himself comfortable where he's not welcome. And you never, within all those days that he was coming, you never called your husband right in front of him. You didn't piss him off. You didn't word him off. You didn't send him off. You continued to entertain him to the extent that you said you guys became very close. Why?
He didn't take it lightly. He got angry. If you're married, he said, why don't you wear your wedding ring? He didn't really believe.
He got angry because this guy had been investing in this relationship. He had been investing his money. He had been investing his time. He has been investing his emotions. In fact, he has been daydreaming and dreaming about you being his wife on his orientation mattress. You led him on, madam. You led him on. You led him on. You said he became so angry. Why wouldn't he become angry? Do you know a youth copper? Do you know how much he has spent on you? All the things you used to buy. And you too, you know, when most ladies, when they see this opportunity of, okay, you just buy, let me pay for it, they then go ahead to pick what they don't even need. You said he got so angry. Why wouldn't he be angry? If it was you, wouldn't you be angry? You saw a guy that you liked, and you were making you didn't even open your mouth, but you were giving body languages, and you were making him comfortable, and whatsoever he wanted to buy, you were paying. Even the guy would start thinking, why now? Said he won't be angry. Why won't he be angry?
And so I tried to cut off all communications with him. I stopped talking to him. I stopped being his friend. I stopped.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine? You have led somebody to that plateau. Now you stop. You just cut off all communications with him. That is not how to handle the matter. The first thing to do is not to cut off all communications with him. The first thing you should have done was to first apologize to him. Because you had drawn him close, you had lured him. You have become part of his day-to-day activities. And the guy was already foreseeing the nearest future. Like, I don't see wife. Immediately after this orientation camp, bam, I'm getting married to this woman. And that was the picture you yourself were painting to him. So he was enjoying it. And it was getting more interesting. So it's not at that level you just quickly cut him off. No. You call him aside. Or you look for some of his friends and gather some of your friends. Say, this thing has happened. If you know you can't handle it, this thing has happened. I'm sorry I have led this guy on. How do I? Okay, please help me talk to him. I am a married woman. Or while he's seated, you just start calling. You can even call your husband right there. Hello, honey. How are you? I just thought I should. Have you eaten today? Okay. You haven't eaten. Oh, please find something to eat. Oh, I just thought I should hear your sweet voice. Thank you, my darling. Do have yourself a lovely day. Remember, I love you. Those are signs to ward him off. You didn't do that. You, married woman, you open your mind, say, you guys became so close. You became so close with an opposite sex, with an opposite gender. Even these days, too much closeness between two women is beginning to get suspicious. Because it's not only agege that is in vogue. Lesbi is also in vogue. Lesbo is in vogue. So you need to be careful even for both genders now. You said you got so close. From the mouth of a married woman. Can your husband... In fact, the way you made this video, I don't know how your husband even sat down to watch it. You said you became so close. My heart go do far. My wife became so close to a married... to an opposite gender. Can you imagine? And you said it with your full chest, madam. He didn't just get so obsessed with you. You said it from the beginning. Before you started entertaining him, everywhere you were, he was there. He started stalking you from the beginning, and you were enjoying it. You were enjoying his attention. Probably he's also a fine boy, a fine guy. You were enjoying his attention. To an extent, you gave him your number. You said you blocked him. In fact, the fact that you blocked... A lot of people don't realize the fact that you blocked him. In fact, you have now stirred up the lion. Before, he was a hunter. It was the hunter that was looking for you. Now you have stirred up the lion in him. You should have gradually started by discouraging him. Calling your husband in front of him. Talking about your marriage. Talking about your husband. Talking about what he does, where he works, how much you love him. not cutting him off, not blocking him.
Realizing that this guy was always standing outside my window. My roommates were worried. They weren't comfortable with him anymore. So I had to come outside to talk to him to
he got so obsessed with you. He forgot about the NYSC. The guy totally forgot about the NYSC he went to do. And then he started coming to stand in front of your window within 3 weeks. Madam, I would like to know how much that guy spent on you. I am absolutely sure he must have spent a fortune. I am interested in how much he spent on you before he could get to a level where he started coming to stand by your window. In fact, your love, your charm had blown the guy away. Let's continue.
Why we cannot continue our friendship. And while we were talking, this guy hugged me. It came as a shock. I didn't see it coming. It just hugged me. In the process of me trying to push him away, some other guys came and snapped us. They took pictures of us and videos of us. He left me, got up and...
Excuse me. He suddenly hugged you. Some other guys came and when you were talking about the legal process that was taken by the NYSC, those guys, his accomplices, the guys that took the picture, you didn't say they were also dragged into the matter. You didn't say they were also handed NYSC extension. This story is not adding up. In law, that is called conspiracy, and the videos not far from you. And yet, you did not involve those people as a party in the lawsuit. Madam, you are talking to educated people, intelligent people. This is social media. There are lawyers listening to you. There are judges listening to you. Let's continue.
Went with them. That's when I realized that they were friends. I didn't know what to expect. I was confused at that point. A few hours later, in my hostel, this happened in the night. He sent me a picture of I and him kissing. Conveniently, his face was not showing. He used AI.
Few hours in your hostel. This thing happened in the night. And then they sent you... Madam, can I be sincere with you? I'm not believing you. I am not believing you. I didn't say that you guys make well. Even while we were in orientation, a lot of make happened now. Yes. Because there were times that we had, in fact, there were fireborn, is it bonfire night they used to call it. That night there was a night we had like party nights. People hung around everywhere and all kinds of. The following morning they picked the condoms everywhere now. When I did my own NYSC orientation camp in Gombe in 2009. In fact, there were married women with their wedding rings that dated boys, that dated their fellow NYSC, whatever. It happened. This one that you are saying is not adding up. Well, let's continue to listen to your story.
I was still processing what was going on, he sent a video of us kissing. AI videos. You know that once view that WhatsApp does? That's what he did. He called me on the phone and said, if I cannot have you, I will send you out of this camp. I give you 10 minutes to meet me outside. I'll be behind Money Market. Before I could even reply him, he ended the call. I tried calling my husband that evening, but his number wasn't moving through. So I just said, by morning I'll go and report the case to my...
You called your husband. His number was not going through. But later, the authorities called your husband and his number went through and your husband later called you. Ha! Egba Mike. Azao now. Madam, Azao now. Azao now.
My camp coordinator. By morning when I woke up, the first message I got on my phone was a query from my camp coordinator asking me to give a written reply to the allegations of me that I was caught with someone last night having sex. I was shocked. They gave me one
having sex or kissing. Ha. And before the NYC authority could make that allegation, they must have had something with them. They must have done some findings.
1 hour to reply this message. I replied stating everything I know about this case, and I was invited for a court hearing. There is a court inside the NYSC orientation camp where you have the camp director. He serves as the chairman of the court. You have the camp commandant. You have security head. These are like the head of police, the head of man of war, camp director, the platoon leader, and of course the lawyer who is a copper like you that's going to be representing you. Brought the allegations against me, and I tried to defend myself as much as I could. They brought in witnesses. Guess who was the witness? This guy. The lawyer that was assigned to me believed my case, that I was innocent. Well, it's still coppers.
Excuse me. This guy that reported you was the witness. And you were sent out of the camp, but he was not sent out of the camp until as how? Is it not true that the same act? This story is not adding up.
She couldn't really defend me. I was disciplined and sent out of the orientation camp. That wasn't the terrible part of it. My husband was informed. They didn't even let me inform him myself. They called my husband and informed him.
You said the court sat the following day. You called your husband the previous night. His number was not going through. The court sent you a query message. You responded to the query within an hour, and you went to SAT for that litigation till you did not tell your husband all those process. Your husband's contact was not going throughout that very time until after the decision was taken by the NYSC orientation camp, and then they themselves informed your husband. Madam,
My husband called me on the phone and asked me one question. Did you do it? And I said no. And he said, I believe you. And that was everything I needed to hear. That was what gave me the strength to fight my case. My husband took a lawyer. We transferred our case to the Director General in Abuja, and he reopened the case. After I was disgraced, we got a good 10 years apologized to me, and I was asked to continue my service. The painful part of all of this was the guy that set me up.
Madam, where is a copy? You should have pasted a copy of the apology letter. I'm sure NYSC did not apologize to you verbally. They invited, or probably if they had invited you verbally, now I'm speaking from the aspect of law. You should have requested because of a day like this. You know, we are here to educate ourselves. You should have requested. NYSC is a national organization, and they took that decision to embarrass you. And I'm sure that while you were being evicted from the camp, announcements would have been made. Warnings would have been further given to some other persons that, see, so thing has happened though. You guys should also be careful. Therefore, a proper letter should have been requested for by you from the NYSC, from the National Youth Service Corps. A proper letter of apology should have been requested for, apologizing to you for the embarrassment, for the misjudgment, for lack of scrutiny on the evidence, and it would have exonerated you perfectly. And you, while you are doing this video, you would have pasted the letter right ahead of you.
Was not punished satisfactorily. They only gave him 1 month extension, just 1 month. The point of the story is
the fact that both of you were not, the fact that only you were sent out for that act brings to question a lot of things. Let's continue.
be careful who you receive gifts from, especially married women. Some people cannot handle rejection, so it's better not to even get yourself involved with friends of your...
It is not about married women alone. Even as a single person, anybody you know that you don't have the intention of dating, don't collect anything from them. Even if you have collected, refund it. Did you refund all the money the guy spent on you? Madam married woman, that would have calmed him down to an extent.
Sex, because most times it doesn't really end well. I'm so fortunate that I have a husband that believes in me and trusts me. Otherwise, my case would have been sorry.
Me as a husband, you can't tell me this story and I'll believe you. I'm telling you the truth. You can't tell me this story and I'll believe you. You can't tell me this story as a husband and I'll believe you. And another thing is this. See, as a married person, anything that you cannot do when your husband or wife is around, don't do. It starts with dressing up in a particular way. Sometimes I go out, you go out, you see married women wearing leg chains. It shows that you are on the market, you are on the dating market, you are available for dating. Somebody approaches you, tells you, oh, you are beautiful. As a married woman, a man approaches you, says, you are yeah, you are very beautiful. And you are smiling like a he-goat. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Put up a guard. Even there are lesbos that will approach you these days. A woman that will approach you. My sister, you are looking very beautiful. They know what they want. You are the one that will ward them off. To the extent that they collect your number. If they collect your number, you know, as married woman, as married man, when as a man, when your wife, or as a woman, when your husband begins to password their phones, there are because they play games on it. They play games on it. Once your partner begins to put their phone on vibration, it shouldn't ring out. Airplane mode. Locking up their WhatsApp. Wanting to receive calls and excusing themselves. You should know that there is trouble. Me, I'm not part of the people that say you should not check phone. Check phones once in a while. Don't make it a regular thing. When your partner receives a call and they want to excuse themselves, you mute the TV, tell them, sit down there and make the call. Who is it that you want to talk to? Which business do you want to do? You want to involve in? And I cannot hear about it. Do you want to take over the government of Kurubuni? If you want to do with anybody that I cannot hear, is it your boss at the office or your colleague at the office? Sometimes a lot of these guys would have been having office boyfriend, office girlfriend, office husband, office wife. When they call while they are at home, you see them, the way they will suddenly change, the way they will suddenly excuse themselves. Sometimes the phone will be ringing, they won't want to pick it. At that point, Baba, Madam, begin to check. Just one on, occasionally, just say, open your phone, I want to see. I'm not suspecting you, but I just want to see. Go through the charts. Or else a lot of things will happen. Yes. A lot of things will happen. Look at this now. A married woman now. We want to say Mike. Lord Oriyomi Hamzat. Why? You led the guy on. You allowed him. You brought him close. You let him come close. You exchanged numbers with him. He was chatting you up. And I'm sure he must have been telling you he loved you. And you would have been responding. He must have been telling you how beautiful you are. You didn't tell him, I have a husband though. I have a husband though. And he kept spending his money on you. You kept enjoying it. Until you could no longer handle it. Then you had to start going to shalaye to your husband. It is called quiet infidelity. A man looks at you somehow, you look back, you smile, you give him a smile. He looks at you, undressing you with his eyes, and you respond with a smile. You know this man desires you. But you know you are married. And you didn't stop him. You didn't stop it. You continued, you led him on. You continued with the whole show. Now the thing backfired now. You didn't even refund his money. You came to gaslight the guy. Is this not narcissistic? Later they will say men are narcissists. Later they will say men are narcissists. Somebody approached you. You allowed him. You led him on. You made him do all kinds of things. You made him invest his time, his energy, his money into the relationship. Then all of a sudden, he said you didn't know what he was talking about. You are not a baby. You are an adult, for God's sake. For crying out loud. Like somebody said, in this social media age, in this social media age, we all know what we are doing. You knew what you were doing. You are an adult. Well, thank you so much, guys. I saw that video and I thought, let me bring it up and let's have discussions. You can still drop your ideas in the comment section. Definitely I will respond, so we can keep the conversation going on. Thank you so much, guys, and do you have yourself a profitable day. God bless you.